Who would have thought that we would get an infinity gimbal on a drone in 2025? What's going on, guys? My name is Dan Davis, and today we're checking out the Mavic 4 Pro and its latest, most exciting feature, which is the Infinity Gimbal. You can see that the camera system has been completely redesigned for this new drone, and it is very impressive to see this in action. So it can fully rotate up to 400 degrees. So you can actually manually control that rotation. There's also a brand new quick shot mode, and we'll get into all of that in this video. But just look at how cool this is. We can fully rotate it up to 400 degrees, and this also enables us to get true vertical shooting now, so that the camera will rotate to give us true vertical in all of the highest quality formats you can imagine with all three cameras. DJI are saying that this is a 360 degree infinity gimbal, but it actually goes up to 400 degrees. So it can do a full rotation and then a little bit more on top of that. We've got this brand new controller here, which is phenomenal, and I can't wait to showcase this in a separate video. But what's really cool is you can program either the C1 or the C2 button with the scrolling wheel. So I've got the right dial and C1. So I can press and hold C1, and then I can use that dial, and I can actually have full customization over the drone itself. So the thing on top of that is I can also tilt slightly. So I can use, the left dial, the right dial, and the C1 button, and get like a really interesting tilt up and rotate. And I can do that all manually, and it works really well. Keep in mind that the full rotation is designed to be straight on. So straight when you actually angle it up or angle the camera down, it does limit the range of rotation. So you can get some cool perspectives where you tilt the camera up and you spin it, but it can get a little bit dicey, especially if you're moving the camera down or up too much. It just limits that full rotation. So it is designed to be straight on like that, and you can get the full 400 degree rotation, but there are some variables in there where you can get some really unique perspectives as well. It's really cool to see as well that when you go into true vertical mode, so when the camera flips to true vertical mode, you can still get rotation when you're in vertical mode. It's limited to 310 degrees from the tests that I've done, but still the fact that you get vertical videos and rotation as well just adds another creative layer. And just while we're talking about the camera system, another really cool thing here is that it's got 70 degree tilting options. So that means that you can tilt upwards 70 degrees to get some really unique perspectives looking up at a subject. Another cool thing to mention with the rotation feature is that you can use all three cameras. So regardless of which camera you're using, you can use that rotation feature, either the 1 times, the 2.5 times, or the 6 times. I really love the 6 times when you get that really awesome layering and also that beautiful dynamic range. And to have that rotation as well just adds such a unique perspective. You can literally flip the camera upside down if you want and create something unique like that. It just gives you so many options that you couldn't even imagine. Like I said before, what I've noticed so far is that rotation works best when the camera is straight on, when it's facing a subject and it starts rotating. That's where you're going to get the best perspective and the most amount of range out of the rotation. If we talk about the brand new quick shot mode, which is called rotate, there's a lot of customization in this and a lot of stuff I really want to showcase with this new feature. You can access this feature by going into the modes, and then you choose quick shot, and then it'll be the first one, and it's called rotate. We do get some customization options here. We firstly get the option to choose which direction we want the drone to fly. So it's either forward or backward, and that's the only option we have. Then when it comes to rotation angle, we've got 3 options here. We've got 40 to minus 40 degrees. We've got 180 degrees to 0 degrees, or we've got 360 degrees to 0 degrees. So you've got a few options there, and it just depends how much rotation you want the camera to do. And then there's also 3 options for rotation speed. So we've got minimum speed, which is 6 degrees per second, medium speed, which is 12 degrees per second, or the max rotation speed, which is 18 degrees per second. The final metric you can change is called flight speed, and you can go from 1 to 8 meters per second. So you've got 4 different options here for customization, and you get a unique perspective each time you set up a different flight. It also shows you in real time how long that actual flight performance will take, just like any other quick shot mode. So you can have a quicker one, or you can have a longer, more drawn out rotation. Completely up to you. And with this one, I find that straight when you press start, it does kind of center out the camera system. So that's obviously how it's designed to be at its best, is when it's flat and then the roll axis is able to go as far as it needs to. In the rotate quick shot mode, it can go up to 360 degrees, but like I said at the beginning, you can get up to 400 degrees if you're manually controlling the rotation feature. But like I said, quick shot just kind of centers out, keeps the camera centered on, and the roll axis then has full range to go 360 degrees. So sometimes you have to fly the drone a little bit lower, like you might angle down at something and then press start and it's going to straighten out the camera. You might just want to come down a little lower so that you get the full subject in the frame. If you are interested in the Mavic 4 Pro, then I will have some links down below. If you're based in Australia, make sure to reach out to the D1 store. That's sales@d1store.com.au. Mention DansTube and they'll be able to help you out with the best deal they can over there. I've actually helped Aussie save over $70,000 now. Definitely make sure to reach out to them. You can also use the code DansTube on their website for select drones, cameras, and accessories. So you can try that as well for maybe some of the older drones or cameras that you might be interested in from DJI. And for my international viewers, I will also have some links down there as well. So make sure to check all of those out. So far, it's been a ton of fun, and this adds so many new creative angles and perspectives with your drone. So this is something brand new, so unique that I was not expecting from any drone, honestly. And so cool that they've been able to do this. One thing that's really interesting that you'll notice from some of the footage is because of this camera design here, it actually kind of sits within a bit of a gap. So there's a little bit of a gap between the body, which is quite flexible around the camera head and the camera itself. So you notice a little bit of bouncing actually, and I only noticed that when I was watching the slow motion footage back, but you do see there's a lot of bounce, but no issues at all with the camera. No issues with stability or anything like that, but I do wonder what kind of impact that's going to have in the long run. I would imagine that it would be completely fine, but watching it back, I was quite surprised with how much it was bumping around. But now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer, the material they've gone with is interesting. It's kind of a soft material around the head of the camera. So it's quite flexible, and then it goes to the harder shell of the body itself. So they've obviously designed it to handle it, but very interesting to see because you don't normally see that type of movement from the body on a drone. This is a welcome addition to the Mavic range. The fact that we've got that 70-degree tilt is great. We've now got true vertical video, which is phenomenal. And then we've got that 360-degree that actually goes up to 400-degree infinity gimbal option with a bunch of different ways to control it, a brand new quick shot mode. And so far, I've been extremely impressed. Let me know your thoughts below. How do you see yourself using this? Hopefully, I've answered some of those nuanced questions that you might have, and I'll chat to you in the next one. Peace.